Yeah, I just tell people, right? I started 100 a unit, and I'm betting 2,000 a unit today. Button 3 Rolexes from I Sell Winners Profits. It's just trust the process, and in long term, right, you win.
No, this is a real podcast. That's what we started the podcast. We want your honest feedback. We want to know what goes on and how this industry is, and from afar, because I could be blind by it because I only see I Sell Winners.
Yeah, that's the problem, right? I know there's people in our chat right now that if we lost every play you sent tonight, I promise you half of them are finding something to put, trying to get their money back. They're trying to chase, right? Don't chase.
All right, guys, welcome to the I Sell Winners podcast with your host, Ronnie. And our first guest today, we have Aaron. Aaron, let's get started. How did you get into sports betting?
Crazy story. I was 12 years old. I grew up in Pahrump, Nevada, which is about an hour from here. And Terrible's Herbs, they used to own the casinos in Pahrump. And every week they had a contest in the NFL. You had to pick the games, and if you went perfect, you won $6,000. It was week 4. No one had won it, so it rolls over. So it's $24,000, and my dad would go, I'm tired of going, up there every Sunday morning and placing these bets. I go 15 for 15. Monday Night Football, Bills versus Dolphins. Dolphins kicker had to kick a 61-yard field goal for me to win $24K, and that's how it all started.
Did he hit it?
Yeah, he crushed it.
Okay.
And back then when I was 12, 61-yarder was a long,
Yeah, that's a long field goal
back then. Now it's chip shot today, but yeah, I won it, and that's where it all started at 12 years old.
Okay, was that against the spread, or was it?
Straight up.
Okay, just pick the games. So those contests that all the casinos have that you just go in and it's like a pick 'em.
I was 12
I
years
remember
old.
those.
Yeah.
12 years old.
Did it with my dad, 12K.
How old are you now?
37.
37. Oh, wow. So you've been hooked since?
Yeah, I've been hooked since, yeah.
Okay. All right. So obviously, Aaron, one of our yearly clients, we've had you for a long time on our yearly package. I want to know, how did you hear about I Sell Winners? How did you even come across our page, or how did you?
So I love sports betting. I had obviously used other cappers in the past, and they're all full of shit. And I had ran across your I'll remember, it was right after COVID, I ran across one of your comments on, I don't even remember, a capper's page, something. I Sell Winners, and I, bought a weekly, and 5 years later, here we are. Get the bets. Telegram used to be Telegram, now it's WAP. Just put it in, don't even watch it. Just put the shit in, wake up in the morning, and see if you won or lost.
And how long have you been a client of ours?
This is year 5.
Year 5. I appreciate
auto pay, 7th of every month. I get that wonderful email from I Sell Winners.
Auto pay. Yeah. Before, back in the day, we're running a mom and pop's operation, kind of like just send Zelle. We would add you to a Telegram. We would boot you from the Telegram when your month was up if you didn't pay. Sometimes we would just leave you in there if we weren't doing so good. So I built a reputation with the clients, with all you guys. Like, you've been with us for a long time, so you're kind of grandfathered in. There's 15 to 25 of you guys right now that just have been on with us forever, for a long time. So
yeah, I just tell people, right? I started 100 a unit, and I'm betting 2,000 a unit today. Button 3 Rolexes from I Sell Winners Profits. It's just trust the process, and in long term, right, you win. I've been on the 25-1 runs. I've been on the 0-25 runs, right? Look at the end of the month. Look at the end of the quarter. Look at the end of the year. But we're always up, right? Just
yeah. I try to preach to everyone. Some get it, some don't. You're one of our favorite clients. We really appreciate you because you don't complain through the ups or through the downs. You just ride the wave, and the end goal. The end goal is to be up at the end of the year, end of the month, and you reap the benefits. The problems that I see with a lot of you guys, I'm not saying you, but a lot of our clients, they jump from capper to capper when the going gets tough, when there's a little bit of a cold streak, because they see stuff on. Do you ever see other cappers on Instagram, and then you ever get tempted to let's jump on their package? I Sell Winners is cold right now.
Me, no, I follow other cappers, right? Never once have I don't even care what their prices are, right? I bet 200,000 a day. Well, I know that's a lie because I've been Super Bowl this year. I was just telling the guys when I was here, Super Bowl, Eagles plus 105. I had to make 3 different bets, 10,000, 2,500, 2,500. At William Hill, because they wouldn't take all 15. Why wouldn't they take all 15? Because we've been smacking them, right?
Who gave you that Eagles?
I Sell Winners.
We've actually crushed Super Bowls. I think we're 9-1 the last 10 Super Bowls.
Funny, I've actually charged friends for the Super Bowl play that you send, right? They don't want to buy it.
I don't mind. Hey, like I say, for all of you guys, I highly recommend, if you're a client of ours, to split the package with a friend to make it cheaper for you guys. I mean, why not? It's not taking any money out of my pocket. You're not gonna you guys are friends. I would split the package as well. Or
I guess the thing that people need to realize, right? And I know you, I've known you. I've been to a Padres game with you. We happen to be in San Diego at the same time. Been at the sports book with you, UFC fights with you. You're a real person. You care, right? People don't. These other cappers don't give a shit about no one or their customers, right? They're just there. there, you honestly care, right? You can feel it in your messages, right? Not even voice messages, the text, that you're pissed off that we lost for the night, right? Other cappers that don't care, in my opinion, right? I don't like to talk bad about people.
No. This is a real podcast. That's what we started the podcast. We want your honest feedback. We want to know what goes on and how this industry is, and from afar, because I could be blind by it because I only see I sell winners. But like as a client, you said you've been with other cappers in the past. You said that I'm one of the ones that care. So what makes you think that? Like why?
Well, I tell friends this, right? They're like, oh, I sell winners. Well, why haven't you tried, this capper, this capper? I know what kind of car you drive. I'm not going to, dime you out, but you're not driving a Lambo, right?
Yeah.
There's nothing wrong with driving a Lambo, but that shit's all fake. We can go rent 2 Lambos right now on the strip and drive around and act like.
I mean, I could actually go buy a Lambo if I really wanted to.
I know you can.
Yeah, but I just.
What's the point, right?
Yeah.
You don't need to be.
That's the type of person. I'm a simple guy. I'm a simple black t-shirt, white t-shirt, gym shorts. I just, none of that stuff really, it doesn't bring anything to me. That's why, and I think in this game, I don't think that like a lifestyle for sports betting, I think the thing that matters the most is the result and making you guys money.
For sure. That's all that should matter to any of us, right? If we're winning, everyone's happy, right? And then, you have a bad couple days and everyone's like, oh, fuck Ronnie, fuck. What are you guys doing? Like, it's not good for you, right?
Oh,
you need to be, I know this, but I know the new people that have been on a month, 2 month, 3 months, right? And we're on a cold streak. Like, guys, do you think you want to lose? Like, you're losing money, we're losing money. No one's happy. Be positive, right? Send you a message like, hey, man, clear your head, whatever. Clear your head. We believe in you. We're here for the long haul, but you can't just jump in and out. It's not a.
So, like, you've been on a package for long. What do you notice about what do we do when we're on a cold streak? What do you think works best as a client? Like, what do you think that we should, like, or we should make any adjustments?
Like, for me, someone that bets every day when you send plays, right? To be honest, man, I love when you come on here and say, I'm going to take a 4-day break. I don't got to worry about putting in plays, right? Because that stuff gets stressful. I stay up. If Ronnie says, hey, we got an overnight basketball, stay up. I'm not going to sleep.
Okay.
I'm not. Other people do, but I'm like.
Yeah, so like, let's just feed off that. So the overnight basketball, why do you say you stay up for the overnight basketball? What happens
Well, the line's going to move, right? 3 to 6 points normally, right? In our favor, right? And sportsbooks don't like that. So for me, I use different apps because I don't want them to like, oh, he's beating us every day.
Yeah.
I'll use MGM one day. I'll use William Hill. I'll use the new app Boomers.
So with these NBA overnights, because it's been lately, we have, and it's no secret, we've been beating the lines every.
Yeah, they're crushing it, right? And people just bet the plays. That's what I want to get across to people. Bet the plays. Don't even watch it. Just look at it in the morning because it's stressful. You watch every game.
I think maybe that should be some advice for me. I think maybe I don't have. I mean, like right now, for example, we have a big Locachino play right now, and we're here filming. I have no clue what the score is.
I don't care.
Yeah,
but it's honestly healthy. My wife.
It feels good, actually.
It does feel good, right? I'll take my wife out to dinner if there's a big play. But really, the only game I watch is the Super Bowl.
Super Bowl.
Right? Like, I just don't. It's an investment. That's how I look at it. It's better than the stock market. Better in crypto some days. It's not better right now, but it's an investment. That's what people should look at it. Like, yeah, it's gambling at the end of the day, but I can lose money in the crypto. I can lose money in the stock market. I can lose money buying a house, buying a car. It's an investment. If people treat it like an investment, I promise you they're going to be successful.
So, like, what is your advice for people that think that buying picks is a scam or buying, because that's this persona for people on Instagram that sell sports picks, that it's a scam. That's what you hear around all over.
They're not wrong, right? Because there's way more scammers than there are good people.
I agree.
Give I Sell Winners a shot and you won't be disappointed. But don't give them a shot on a daily or a weekend or a week. Just try a month. If you're betting $100 a game, a month, 300, 400, what is it? You can make that back in a night, right? You could have made it back when we hit the teaser the other day.
You're saying, it's kind of funny because you're saying everything I preached to you guys in the chat, which is kind of sounds like funny, but that's what you really, like, that's how
There's
you really
times
feel?
when you send messages or you're on the live, I just want to get in there and be like, Ronnie, stop talking. Let me take this over for a second, because they don't get it, right? I was in the Army for 8 years. If you hear it every day from the same person, sometimes you need to hear it from somebody else. So let me get on here real quick and let me set all you idiots straight. Bet the plays, shut up, and let Ronnie do his job.
Yeah,
Does that make sense? Shut up. I've sat at the book and watched you stress over a game.
So let me ask you another question about sports betting. So since you've been with I Sell Winners, like, what do you notice differently about like how you used to bet and now how you bet? So like, is there any difference? Like, there has to be a big difference. Like before you purchased a pick from us or anything, do you think that you were winning sports better?
No, not a chance.
You think you were losing sports betting?
100% I was. I could go get my old
P&Ls?
Yeah, for sure, and show you I was a loser.
So like the actual stat for sports betting, and it's crazy to say, I don't know if you know this, is for everyone. It's actually 1% of sports bettors are actually profitable long term. 1%. So 99% of people that sports bet are not going to make money long term.
Yeah, that's a problem, right? I know there's people in our chat right now that if we lost every play you sent tonight, I promise you half of them are finding something to put, trying to get their money back. They're trying to chase, right? Don't chase. I don't understand. They're paying you for a service. It's like having a car detailer come to my house and do my car. And then after that, I go to Wow Car Wash here in town and wash it myself. Like, what are you doing? You just paid somebody for their service.
Another thing that how I think a great analogy for it, you're paying for a personal trainer to train you to get in shape, and then you go home and you just eat like shit.
Yeah.
Like,
and people do that every day.
Yeah, you're wasting your money. So with this sports betting thing, people pay us for our advice and people pay us for the picks, and then they go and bet our picks, and then they go and bet their own picks and ruin the profits.
For sure, they do that, or they're on multiple cappers, packages. You're not going to win long term. Pick somebody, I sell winners, and just go. I don't know how else to say it, right? It's real. I can share my Action app that I've tracked for 5 years. You can see the money.
You use Action?
Yeah, you have to, right? Because it just helps me keep track of it.
It does.
It's free.
Yeah.
That's how I keep track of it.
It holds me accountable as well. That's why I do it for you guys, because sometimes some customers are DM me like, hey man, we got crushed this week. And then I'll look at the numbers and no, we didn't. Like, the numbers are right here. So I know exactly what it was. And then I also, if we did have a bad week, I can be like, man, we had a bad week. Let me take care of you guys. Let me lower some prices. Let me give you guys a free week, give you guys a free month. That's something that I do. I don't have to do that for you guys.
No.
I do it because I'm a businessman. Also, I'm a human being. I'm not some scumbag, and I want to help you guys make money. Like that, my goal is to make you guys money. And when we're losing, you know how it is, Aaron. It sucks.
It's rough. It's not fun, right? It's not fun for anyone to lose. You don't want to lose at anything, but I think you should give out free plays every day in a chat, right? To like show people, right? Because what's a free play hurt?
Oh, well, we have a free.
No, I know you do in the Telegram, right?
Yeah.
And it's an insane, what is it, like 62 and 25 or something you are?
Yeah. So,
it's insane. Yeah. Right? But I just think people need to see like long term.
Yeah. I mean, the whole purpose of having that free play Telegram, I don't know if you're in it because you're a client of ours, but the whole purpose of having that is just to kind of showcase our talent, promos in there for clients, but also to help people out that can't afford a VIP package. Maybe they can win a bunch of money in there and be like, oh, it's time to invest back with ISO winners because he's made us all this money in there. Because at the end of the day, I think this industry, 95% of the handicappers are full of shit.
They are full of shit.
I do.
And one play to half the chat and then one play to another. Like it's, the oldest Vegas day
that's the
trick in the book, right? Like, but people, the sports betting industry, right? I grew up here my whole life, right? Gambling in general has exploded. Sports betting has exploded. 90% of these people have no idea what a money line is, what a point spread is. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
What a futures is. These people they have no idea. Does that make sense? Like they don't even understand the difference between -17 and -16.5. Like I've had people tell me, there's no difference in that. Well, there's a huge difference, right? People don't understand crossing zero on a teaser.
Okay, next question for you. So what do you do right now for work? Like, are you?
So I've done multiple, I own multiple businesses. I don't want to, get into those really because it's kind of private in that way. I own a company in Costa Rica. I own a company here. I married into a casino family in town.
Oh, wow.
So you kind of try to stay private, but I love sports and I love to bet on sports.
So let me ask you a question. For anyone watching this, who is this not for? Someone like to buy sports bets. Like who is ISO Winners not for?
Somebody that doesn't want to take this serious. If you're buying an ISO Winners package, this needs to be it's a second form of income, really, right? If you were smart and did it how ISO Winners, how you guys want us to do it, you could pay your mortgage every month, right? Off of say $100, $200 unit better. Like it's nothing. You don't have to be a massive better. You could literally pay for Christmas. You could pay to go on a family vacation to Europe. Like if you're smart and follow the units and don't chase, don't bet your own stuff, but you're for serious bettors, right? You don't want people that are in and out.
Yeah, that's what we
just
get
go on auto pay. Go on auto pay and don't think about it.
I can't agree with you more. Like it's seriously, that's how I feel. I feel like this is, you pay for something and then at the end of the month, you get that times 4, times 5, times 6, however good we do. And pretty much every month we're going to profit.
So for me, for an example, I use three apps in town. I put in 10,000 on Monday in each account. At the end of the week, if we're up, I go take out my profits and start with 10 in each. So I start with 30,000 for the week. If I'm down for the week in one of the apps, I go get it back to 10. And that's what I've done the whole time. I start every week with the same amount of money. At the end of the week on Sunday, I transfer it to my bank account if we're up and keep track their action, right? I don't use my bankroll. I know some people will be like, I'm going to take my wife to dinner with my bankroll. My bankroll is my bankroll. Like we're not going shopping with my bankroll. I did buy a Rolex the other day because we hit the teaser, right?
Yeah.
And to me, that's a lottery ticket, like extra.
By the way, that teaser, they all covered. And if we would
I don't want to think about it.
If we would have did a parlay, it would have been $200,000.
Yeah, it's disgusting. To a lot of people, that's life-changing money.
So Aaron, when you said you first heard about ISO Winners, you said you were $100 better, I believe $100 unit better. What are your units now?
So I'm at 2,000 now.
2,000 a unit.
Yeah.
So let me ask you a question. How did you build your bank? How did you start betting 2,000? How did you get there?
So I started with 5,000 when I first bought your package. I had a $5,000 bankroll. I was betting $100 a unit. When I got to 10, I went to 200, right? 200. Then I got to 20, I went to 400. And then I kind of skipped a little step and I went from 4 to 1,000 and then 1,000 to 2, right? But obviously it's patience, right? It doesn't happen overnight. I've been doing this for 5 years with you.
Yeah.
Right? You got to have patience. Like we said, you're going to have good streaks. You're going to have bad streaks, but I promise you it works.
So as a gambler and as a client of ours, what do you think is the biggest advice that you can give a future ISO winners client or someone watching this? Like if they were interested in hopping on a package, what would be your number one advice if they were to jump on our pack?
Well, I'm a big positive energy guy, so always having positive energy because we're all in this together, right? We don't know who's in the chat, but we're all in the chat together. Just being patient, being consistent, and follow the units. If you send 2 units, bet 2 units. If you send 3 units, bet 3 units. If it's a bet 1.5, don't think, oh, well, Ronnie sent it. I love this play. I loved it before Ronnie sent it. No, bet what you're telling them to bet. You're doing it for a reason. You have a system and just follow the system. Like it's not hard, right? Most people graduated high school. Most people today have a college degree. Follow the system. The system works.
Follow the system. What he's saying is be disciplined. That's what I hear.
Yeah, I need to come into lives more when you do those Monday morning quarterbacks and just tell people because there's, you see different people in there. Don't be an idiot, right? You don't feed off bad energy.
No. I mean, you see it firsthand. When it's going sideways, when my mental game is messed up because people are messaging me from burners and when the confidence is low on sending a play, it's not good.
You get gun shy, right? I've seen it.
Yeah.
I've seen it, right? And obviously you have systems and tools and people that that are really smart in the in the betting game that you listen to or whatever. I always tell people when Ronnie's on, he's on. Let's go. But people, when you're on a hot streak, right? They're like, oh, I'm gonna up my units. You can't up your units. Stick to the units because they could go cold anytime, right? But you just got to stick to. That's what I want to get through to people. Just stick to your unit.
I couldn't agree with you more. It kind of sounds like I paid you to come in here and say this. It's that you're actually saying stuff that how I feel, and maybe it is hearing it from someone else, and maybe it is hearing it from one of our VIP members that's been with us for 5 years.
I jumped in the live yesterday, right when you're doing Monday morning quarterback, so it wasn't. And then you texted me and said, hey, would you ever come on the podcast and talk about your experience with ISL winners? And I literally told the guys when I walked in here, I changed my schedule around because Ronnie wanted me to come do something. Does that make sense? Loyal to me is bigger than anything. And I've been loyal and I'll always be loyal. If you say, hey, I'm done with ISL winners, I'm going to ride off into the sunset, I probably won't bet again, right? It's just how it is. I'm a loyal guy. I've always has been loyal. And you're not paying me to do shit because I wouldn't even let you give me a free month. I'm paying you for your services. And that's just how it is.
Well, really appreciate that. So guys, as you can see, this is not a get rich overnight. It is something that you're going to take time. You got to practice. You got to really be disciplined with it. What I always recommend is starting with at least $2,000 bankroll just to sustain the cold streaks. If we were to start on a cold streak and you're also paying for the price of the package, right? I also recommend splitting the package with a friend. Aaron, I'm not sure if you split it with a friend or not. So Aaron, last question. Thank you so much, first of all, for being on the podcast. Love chatting it up with you. What is next for you? Whether it's sports betting, what's next in life?
Well, I just had a daughter 10 months ago. Obviously, just my wife had a daughter. I should. So
Congratulations.
Thank
girl
you, man.
dad?
I am a girl dad.
Okay.
And it's funny, real quick, I always said I always wanted a boy first. I don't know if I ever want a boy. The girl dad, dynamic, it's just, if you have a girl, you understand. It's insane.
That's what I hear. That's what I keep hearing.
Next for me is just obviously, continue life, grow my businesses, continue to bet with you, travel, just enjoy life. Life's too short. Just have a good time, right? I'm happy 99% of the time. Just enjoy life. That's what I tell people every day. You never know if we both cannot wake up tomorrow. We don't know. Enjoy today like it's your last and always be happy. Just do good by people.
All right. Yeah, that's great advice. Congratulations on the daughter. Congratulations on the business. Couldn't further expand on the business, but we hope it blows up.
Always. And hopefully that bankroll keeps going up. I need another panda,
Hey, right now is money season. Right now, guys, I keep saying it. It's football season. I mean, our college football, Aaron.
It's insane.
I'll tell you guys this right now. There's nobody in the game that is touching our college football numbers, and I say this with the most confidence. And Aaron,
yeah, I hope all your customers can get to the level I'm at, and I don't even watch this shit. That's honestly what I hope. It's good for your soul. It's good for your mental health too. Stress in a game is not good. It's really not. I've seen you in the book. It ain't good.
This might be a good thing for me now. I mean, right now,
because honestly, let me ask you this: what does it change you watching the outcome?
No, it doesn't change. But for me, as a person that has to handicap the game, it shows you what form the team is in, what's going on, just in case we got to send a live bet as well. For
I got
you guys.
that. Understand.
So if I see, for example, with tennis with you guys, if I see a player limping or he's not in good form, he's not playing good, I'll send you guys a live bet. Oh, one more question. I have another question I forgot to ask you. So what is your biggest win with us? Or what do you remember? What was the greatest, since you've been with us, because they were asking me this on the last podcast, what's the biggest win that you've had that you didn't think that we were going to win and we came back and won? Or what's the biggest win you've had with us?
The biggest win. Obviously, I look forward to the Super Bowl every year.
Okay.
You know, my family will always do a big Super Bowl party, so everyone's always on. Whatever you send, everyone's betting, right?
Okay.
So anywhere from 100, anywhere to, you know, myself 15,000,
Yeah.
right, for the Super Bowl. Biggest win, there's been too many. There really has. There's been too many, right? I love, because we take a lot of bad beats. We take a shitload of bad beats, right? And most people don't even, I'll go back and look at it, be like, was it that bad? No, it was that bad. The under 49.5 the other night, Monday Night Football.
Oh.
How does that hit? Honestly, that right there, I said, that's all the karma, all the bad beats we took. They're giving one back. That should have never have
Oh no,
hit.
yeah, that was, we got lucky. I mean, they took 4 consecutive knees, and then the Raiders took a knee as well. Yeah, we got lucky.
But it's like, right? It's like we've taken so many.
like we'll take that one.
Yeah, like you owed us out.
Yeah.
15 more.
No, like I think they were asking me on the last podcast what was my worst beat, and I was sitting there trying to think, and I was like, man, there's so many fucking bad beats that we have taken. Do you remember like a really, really bad beat that we've taken where you just, I know my wife can probably say, because I'll be in the man cave watching the games, and then I'll come out to her. She looks at me, look like I just seen a fucking ghost or something. Like I'll just, can't stop. I was like, I cannot believe this just fucking happened. Like no fucking way.
I can't think of one, but we've taken some horrible baseball bad beats. It is the only way we lose, but we've taken some horrible baseball bad beats. I can think of some, but I can't off the top of my head. Baseball is just like, how did that happen? Like
shit that everything has to specifically go that way to lose.
it's like we have bases loaded. We need one run. They hit into a triple play, right? If it's like it never happens, and it does, but it seems like it never does, right? Because we do take more bad beats than we get lucky.
Hey, way more bad beats. You're the man. Guys, like I always say, you're the saying, pay attention to the way we win games and pay attention to the way we lose games, because it's a big
It's like in
difference.
hockey, right? You see empty netters every night. We're on 6 and we're on 5 and we never get the empty netter ever. The puck will hit the pole. It'll stop before the line. It's like, I just seen 4 of these happen tonight, but the 5th one can't happen for ISO winners.
Yeah. I mean, yeah.
But yeah, just trust Ronnie, trust ISO winners, and I promise you, if you follow the system, you'll be happy.
I will piggyback off that. I would say tennis, we take the worst beats in. Tennis will be minus 10,000 live, and we'll lose the match.
And I always say when we're up, right, if I'm watching it, and I really do, the big ones, like I love the big Australian Open, US Open.
Yeah.
I love Carlos Alcaraz. He's insane to watch. I've always said one time I'm just going to fire when we're minus 10,000, the other guy's plus 5,000. I'm just going to fire it.
On the plus 5,000?
Yeah, but I know what happens. It'd never win.
I mean,
right?
we've
But
lost a bunch. Like
I
that.
know, but could you imagine put 2,000 on a plus 5,000?
Yeah.
But I know if I did it, right, it's bad karma for one, but it would never happen. We'd never win that. But I trust the system, right? If we lose, we lose. Chalk it up and...
Like I was saying, like a lot of times I would almost rather be right about the play, send a good play. I mean, but the bad beats do suck. They take a toll on you, especially when they happen a bunch at a time.
It is what it's part of the game, right? Like, I just need your head right. The team needs your head right.
Yes.
I'm going to start sending you, little heart emojis. Get your head right.
Guys got to be positive. Aaron's one of our positive clients.
Right, I'm sure you have plenty of positive, right? But it's always it's always that one bad out.
Yeah. So because I send you guys in the group, and like when stuff's going bad, I try to be vocal with you guys. And there's there's over 250 clients that are in the weekly or the monthly. So there's probably like 1 or 2% sometimes, and it's normally the new people that just hopped on that will start talking shit. A lot of them aren't even man enough to talk. They'll send from like a burner account.
That's crazy.
Which is so petty. Yeah. If you're gonna talk shit, send from your real account. We can chop it up. We can talk, and I'll refund you.
Just be a man. Come to you as a man. You're a man, right?
And one thing about me, and I think you know this, I can admit when I've sent a shitty play or when it's a bad beat, I'm like, man, that was a bad play. That was a bad.
But it happens, right? You're human. Like,
yeah.
I just want to say, trust the system. That's it. I'm gonna get ISO winners, trust the system hats.
Yeah. So guys, if you have a bankroll over $2,000 and you're looking to make a secondary stream of income, make sure you guys follow us at ISO Winners on Instagram. We're the #1 handicapping page on the gram. You just heard the man, and I didn't pay him $1 to say anything.